Yo, let's talk about flipping $200 into some profit.
Big Sife.
Fat Man Scoop, Brooklyn Clan. What's up, y'all? This is Fat Man Scoop. And right now, you watching the sensei, the number one, the king, my dude, Big Brando. He taught me, personally, me, Fat Man Scoop. All you gotta do is keep your mouth closed and your ears open. Listen to the man talk. That's knowledge personified right there, and I wouldn't trust nobody else but my dude, Big Brando. And I said it. Fat Man Scoop, Big Brando! Let's go!
What's happening, everybody? Boy, Big Brando, and today I want to answer a question that somebody asked me on Instagram. And it was basically, if I had $200, what would I do with it? How would I turn that into profit? Which is a really good question and makes for a really good video. So I'm going to try to help you out as best as possible. Now, the way I'm going to answer this, and this is a caveat for the whole video, is I'm guessing that you already have a heat press and you already have a vinyl cutter. How would I spend those $200 and how can I make those $200 make more money for myself? So let's get into it. The very first thing I would do is I would buy me a custom font. Now, why would I buy a custom font? Biggest reason being is because when you use the free fonts, there's a lot of other companies and a lot of other brands out there that are using those same exact fonts. When you buy the custom ones, you minimize the risk of being like everybody else. Does that mean that when you lease that custom font, nobody else is using it? No, there might be other people that lease that same exact font, but you're narrowing down your chances of being like somebody else. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to spend money on fonts. Everybody rather go the free route. So that would be the first thing I would do. Now, my budget for the custom font would be anywhere from like $15, $20, maybe even $30, depending on what I'm looking for. Now, while I'm looking for this custom font, I'm thinking about what t-shirt design I want to use this font for. Now, in my head, to make the most money and the quickest money possible, I would make a t-shirt that is location based. Meaning the city that I live in. I want to get to the money the quickest. This is how I would do it. So on the back of the t-shirt, I would put loyal to my soil. Right underneath that, in smaller text, I would put the city that I'm from or the city that I want to sell this t-shirt in. So on the back, across the shoulders, it's going to read loyal to my soil. We'll use my city as an example. And underneath that, it'll say Gardena, California. Maybe it'll just say Gardena, CA, or it'll just say Gardena, maybe Gardena, California, who knows? Now that's on the back of the shirt. On the front left chest print, I would put a small Gardena or whatever city name I'm trying to sell to. Now I have my design concept. Now I'm looking for a font that would really make those letters pop. I'm looking for something that looks cool. I'm thinking about my target audience. Those are the people that are from the city of Gardena. Those are also people that might have been born and raised in Gardena, but since then moved. I'm thinking about them when I'm looking for this font. I want something to speak to them. So after I find this cool font, like I said, I'll spend about $30 on this custom font. I'll do you one even better, and I'll leave links to everything that I'm talking about in the description box, and I'll use actual pricing to try to keep this as realistic as possible. So first thing, location-based t-shirt design. Why do I go that route? Because this is where the target audience is already built in. It doesn't take too much thought process. What I'm thinking about is people that live in the city of Gardena. What I'm thinking about is people that moved out of the city of Gardena. I'm thinking about people that know of the city of Gardena and are proud to be from here because that's my target audience. So after I buy the font, throw it into my computer, and then I mock it up and get it all ready. So once again, loyal to my soil across the back. Right underneath that, it says Gardena, California. On the front of the t-shirt, I'm gonna put a small Gardena, California on the left chest print. Let's say the back design is 11 inches across by like 4 inches in height. And the front one would be like 3 inches across, 1 inch in height. People always wanna know design size. That's something I would do. Now, how am I gonna get that design onto the t-shirts? I already spent $30 of my $200 budget. I'm guessing you already have a vinyl cutter. We'll just say you have a Cricut and it feeds 12-inch pieces of vinyl through your Cricut. Maybe you have a Cameo 4 or whatever vinyl cutter you have. I'm gonna try to make this as user friendly as possible. So the next thing is I would buy vinyl. I would buy white vinyl. So I would go to EconoTransfer and buy white Econo V. I would buy it in a 5-yard roll. Their rolls come in 20-inch rolls. So 5 yards by 20 inches. The cost of that is like 36 bucks. So boom, now I have a 20-inch roll by 5 yards of white Econo V heat transfer vinyl. Once again, links for EconoTransfer is going to be in the description box. Or you can just go to econo.bigbrando.com. Now, next thing, I'm going to need some blank t-shirts. Now, just to get started, I'll get 2 dozen, and I'll use something generic like Gildan, maybe Gildan Heavy or Hammer, or I don't know. But if you're looking for blank t-shirts, you could go to blanks.bigbrando.com, and like I said, I'm just gonna use Gildan. So I'll find one. I don't know the current pricing, it might be like $4, but we'll say $5 for the sake of the video. So I'll order 24 t-shirts at $5 a piece. That's 120 bucks. So all in now, $30 for the font, 120 for some blank t-shirts. What are we at? Like 150, and then $36 for the heat transfer vinyl. So I'm at like 186. Easy. Now I'm ready to get going. Get my t-shirts in, get my vinyl in. Already hooked up my design, cut one out on the vinyl, press it on the shirt, gets going. Oh, I didn't even talk about the color of the t-shirt. I would just get black t-shirts, and the sizing I would do is small, medium, large, extra large, and XXL, just to start out. Probably do 2 small, 2 medium, and then large, extra large, and XXL. I would get more of, because I would imagine those are gonna be my popular sizes. Now that we got everything in-house, send my design to my cutter, cut it out, weed that thing out, press it on the shirt. I make one for myself. I wear a size extra large, throw that extra large on. Now I'm wearing it everywhere in the city. I'm riding my bike around town. I'm wearing it to the supermarket. I'm wearing it to the swap meets. I'm wearing it to the park. I'm wearing it to the skate parks. I am everywhere throughout the city wearing that t-shirt because I need the city to see me wearing the t-shirt. On top of that, I'm using my social media. I'm hitting the hashtag for Gardena. I'm engaging with the people. My social media is filled with me wearing this t-shirt, where they can buy it from, how they can buy it. If you don't even have a website, you can tell people to DM you, and you can meet up in person to sell them if you needed to. But the way that I would use this vinyl is I would gang up multiple designs on each sheet of vinyl. So if you're using a Cricut or a Cameo, remember this is a 20-inch roll. Your vinyl cutter doesn't feed 20-inch rolls. So what I would do is I would cut 12 inches. So I would have a 12-inch by 20-inch piece of vinyl. Our design is 11 by 4. So if the design is 11 by 4 on the back, 3 by 1 on the front, you could get maybe 4 of your designs on one 12 by 20. And you got to remember that there is 3 feet in every yard. So you'll get 3 12 by 20s for 1 yard, and you have 5 yards of this stuff. So the breakdown comes to about a yard worth of vinyl. You'll get about 12 designs on there. So you can knock out 12 t-shirts with just 1 yard, but you have 5 yards. So in reality, you can knock down about 60 t-shirts off of this one roll of vinyl. And remember, you only paid $36 for that roll of vinyl. And imagine you sell your t-shirts for 20 bucks. Now all you gotta do is sell 10 t-shirts and you already recouped the money that you invested into this already. $20 for a t-shirt, you're selling 10 of them, that's 200 bucks. Already recouped your money. Do you pay yourself right away? No. Every time you sell a t-shirt, say you sell a size extra large, take the money that you made from selling that one extra large and buy 2 more blank extra larges to replenish what you already use and help build up the inventory. You don't have to buy more vinyl just yet. All you have to do is keep replenishing the blank t-shirts. So if we did that vinyl breakdown, and like I said, off of a 5-yard roll, you get about 60 designs off of that one roll. Your print cost comes out to like $1.60 or something like that, maybe a little more. But that's the print cost. Remember, it's going to be labor intensive because you're weeding up the vinyl, you're cutting it through your vinyl cutter, your labor is involved in that. But if you're into the t-shirt for $5, the blank, and then your print cost is $1.60, all in, we're talking about $6.60. You're selling this thing for 20 bucks, so you're tripling your money at that point. And all you have to do is sell 10 t-shirts to make that $200. Every time you sell a t-shirt, you buy 2 more blanks with that money. The rest of the money you stock up. You sell a size large, buy 2 more larges on your next re-up. This is how you're building up your inventory. You still don't even have to buy more vinyl just yet because, like I said, you could get 60 shirts off of that one roll. So in reality, off of that one roll, you can make 60 t-shirts, sell them at $20 a pop. We're talking about $1,200 just off of that one roll of EconoV heat transfer vinyl. See what I'm saying? $1,200. By this time, you already paid yourself back the $200 that you initially spent on this, or $186 that you spent on this. So $1,000 is what you're living off of from one roll of vinyl. Every time you sell a t-shirt, you buy 2 more t-shirts. You sell 2 t-shirts, buy 4 t-shirts. This is how you're gonna keep building up your inventory. Now, let's say that just this design booms for you. You're knocking it out, you got a lot of orders coming in. Weeding all that vinyl gets a little time consuming. The trade-off is gonna be ordering a gang sheet. with this design. It's already proven that this design is gonna sell for you. So you can order some transfers. And just to keep it dumb simple for you, let's order 25 Supacolor gang sheets. At this point, you can switch up the colors if you wanted to, or you could just do all white. It's up to you. You do whatever you want to do. But now you have a little bit more flexibility because you could change up the colors if you needed to. The design is still dope. Nothing wrong with that. You can just keep it moving that way. Standard gang sheet from Supacolor is 11.7 by 16.5. So on this sheet, you could probably gang up 3 of your designs on there. You order 25, it's about $12 per sheet at that price range. I haven't really looked too much, but you could double check me. Just go to supacolor.bigbrando.com and you can check it out for yourself. But I want to say pricing's maybe like 12 bucks. So the breakdown for that is about $4 per design now. And you're probably thinking like, well, I was only doing $1.60 when I was doing vinyl. What you have to remember is less time consuming when you're using transfers now. Now all the time spent weeding and cutting and doing all that stuff can be used to other parts of the business, doing more marketing, product photos, fulfilling more orders. Now it turns into production, right? The trade-off for production is now you get a little bit more time back, but that time costs. So you put that cost into using gang sheets. So instead of $1.60 per design, now it's looking at like $4 per design. But like I said, the trade-off is you got more time on your hands now. If you don't care about weeding vinyl, don't even think about using transfers. Keep using vinyl if you wanted to. But at a certain time, we all go through it, we all feel it, where we're like, man, weeding all this vinyl, I got 40 orders in, and weeding up all this vinyl, not the business. You want to simplify things. That's where these gang sheets come into play. So like I said, 25 Supacolor gang sheets. You get 3 designs per sheet. I want to say it's about 12 bucks a sheet. 12 times 25 is 300 bucks. In total, you're going to have about 75 designs. Comes down to about $4 per design. Blank t-shirts are $5. Print cost is $4. You're into this shirt for $9, but you have way more orders coming in than you did before. Bump your price up to 25 bucks, maybe 27 bucks if you wanted to triple your money. I would be cool with $24, $25. Because if you have more orders coming in than just 1 or 2 a day, it's a volume game now. The more volume you got coming in, the more money you got coming in. You have to be able to switch your brain from doing 1 or 2 shirts to being able to fulfill 15 to 20 shirts a day. You know what I mean? I hope this video right here helps somebody out. Reason being is because 1, this was a good question, but 2, a lot of people don't really grasp the bigger picture of how this whole thing works out. It's okay to start out using vinyl. It's okay to use the vinyl as long as you can and possibly get away with it. At a certain point, your time becomes a little bit more valuable. So sitting there weeding up all that vinyl, you're wasting more time doing that when you could be using gang sheets and make things a little bit easier for yourself to free up more of your time to spend on other aspects of the business. I hope these numbers right here kind of help you guys out too. Simple breakdown. This is how I think about everything. How can I maximize the most out of my vinyl, of my gang sheets? Sometimes strategically, my designs are a certain size just so I can fit more on a gang sheet. Sometimes a ½ inch on a design doesn't make that big of a difference. People are like, oh man, I want my design to be, 12 inches wide. If you made it 11 and a half, you can fit it on the sheet, you can fit it more, you can do more. And that ½ inch really isn't gonna break the bank for you. Visually, it's not gonna be a big difference. Now, if it was like 2 inches smaller, something like that, that's noticeably different. But ½ inch, not a big deal. And all of these numbers are actual factual numbers. If you wanted to go and check out Supacolor, you could go to supacolor.bigbrando.com. Check out the pricing on there for their gang sheets. If you're looking for blank t-shirts, you can always go to blanks.bigbrando.com. That'll take you to the site so you can order up blanks. You don't need a wholesale license for those blanks. Like I said, I want to say the going rate's like $4 to $5 on there, depending on what brands, if it's Hanes or Gildan or American Apparel, Bella Canvas, it all depends. And if you wanted to pick up vinyl, I like using EconoTransfer because it comes in a 20-inch roll. You get more bang for your buck. Like I said, a 5-yard roll of Econo V is about $36. That's 5 yards by 20 inches. Other companies are doing 12-inch rolls or maybe 15-inch rolls, so you're getting a little bit more vinyl when you go with EconoTransfer. And custom fonts. To me, custom fonts mean a lot because not everybody's gonna have those same fonts that you have. At that point, you're gonna set yourself aside from the rest of the people. Not everybody, but majority of the people. I'm gonna leave the links for everything in the description box for you guys. Custom fonts, blank t-shirts, transfers, heat transfer vinyl, everything is gonna be in the description box for you. If you guys got any questions about anything that I talked about right here, please leave it in the comments for me. Follow me on Instagram, Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.